Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 9 Episode 10 titled Omega. This will be my review for the episode. Pretty crazy stuff. But before I do begin, if you aren't caught up, you haven't seen the episode or anything like that, spoiler warning, because I'm going to be talking about the entire episode. But other than that, let's get started. Alright, this episode really surprised me. I mean, I liked it. I mean, it wasn't like anything crazy. It was a relatively slow episode, and it was a lot of flashbacks. But man, I did enjoy this episode. And it mainly surprised me because we learned so much about characters, especially Carol and Daryl. Both those characters we learned a lot about, which kind of shocked me because I didn't really go into this episode thinking like I would learn this much about their past. And this episode was really character driven and really got deep into the characters, and I really enjoyed that. But let's talk about the Alpha flashback. So I talked about the opening minutes in a different video if you want to go check that out. I love the opening minutes. I thought they were great, seeing, you know, The Walking Dead that early on, day 23. That was even before Rick woke up, I'm pretty sure, from his coma. So that was really early on in the apocalypse, and it was cool seeing that moment again. And everybody kind of panicking, and the flashbacks, I kind of still have to wrap my head around them. There was a lot of stuff to take in because we even saw like the brainwashed version of the flashbacks. Some of the stuff didn't even happen, and that's one of those episodes where you can rewatch and see a lot of different things. But you know, at first glance, you know, it was a little confusing, but man, because it made me feel a lot of different things. But at the end, we learned that obviously Alpha is the true evil. And man, I am scared shitless of Alpha. Like seriously, she is scary as hell. And this episode honestly kind of spooked me. Man, when Alpha threw that guy on the ground and just like killed him, dude, that scared the living hell out of me, honestly. Like when she was up in his face and, you know, telling him to shush, like damn. I mean, the score in this episode was fucking amazing. You know, and I don't pay too much attention to the score when I'm watching episodes, but man, this episode had one like just particularly really good. When Alpha killed her husband and was all up in his face, and you know, she was telling Lydia to be quiet, like that shit was scary. Holy shit. Alpha is definitely reminding me of the governor. Like if we saw the governor this early on in the apocalypse with his daughter and, you know, his wife, I'm sure we would see something kind of similar. But Alpha again is way more evil than the governor, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I could just based on also how she sounds, and you know, she's very smart, just like the governor was. Like the governor knew what the world has become, and he kind of took charge. Same thing Alpha is doing here, and Alpha's a smart character, but she's definitely a scary one too. Daryl and Lydia stuff in this episode, I love. Those two have a great dynamic. Cassidy McClinsky and Norman Reedus are both really good. I'm really liking what they're doing with Lydia's character. I think, you know, the writing for her character is really good. I'm liking her a lot, you know, because you can really see how messed up she is. And a lot of that has to do with Cassie McClinsky's, you know, her performance. Like I said, really good. And that freak out she had at the, you know, Hilltop, that was very intense, and it's a very deep episode, you know, very character deep episode. We even learned a lot about Daryl and Carol in this episode, just from Henry, you know, him talking about, you know, the characters and talking to them. And it's interesting how, you know, 9 seasons in, we're still learning stuff about characters we've had since season 1, and I love that. The other Hilltoppers, their story, I mean, it was alright, their story. I mean, in this episode, I wasn't that interested in, but nothing really major happened. The Kelly and Luke dynamic, though, when Kelly started tearing up about Luke, like, I get it. I mean, I totally get it, but I just feel like I don't really remember those two even like talking that much in the prior episodes, like episode 6, 7, or anything like that. So when it came at us, it was a lot to take in. I was like, wait, what the hell is really going on here? But I just wish I feel like, again, there's so many characters in the show, they can't really focus on every single character. But I guess they don't really want to show it now, but I wish they showed some sort of indication that Luke and Kelly are really close, because unless I missed it, I didn't see anything like that. But apparently those two are very close, because, you know, Kelly was, you know, stayed out all night looking for him. Tara, I'm liking her leadership. I don't really get why she got so upset though, just because the group didn't really listen to her, like Magnus group. Like, she didn't get too upset, but she was like, next time you have something to say about, you know, one of my decisions, you know, come tell me about it. Like, chill out, Tara. Like, it's 4 people who went out to go look for their friend. Like, I don't really think you should be that upset about it. I don't know, not a big deal, but that was a little weird to me. That whisper that was watching Kelly and Connie though in the woods, I wrote this while I was watching the episode. We need more of that. Like, I want more stuff like that in the episodes because it adds so much to it. You know, they want to make it. You know, they keep saying that they want these episodes to feel, you know, have some sort of horror film vibe to it. And that's exactly what a horror film vibe has, you know? And I wrote it down, like, we need more of that. So hopefully we do get more whisper stuff like that, you know, them spying on them and through bushes and stuff, because it's creepy as hell and I like it. Henry, my boy Henry is mad in love. I couldn't help but smile during these scenes though, when him and Lydia, when he helped Lydia escape, because just seeing, you know, I don't know, I just, you know, seeing it come to life in the comics, even though it's not, you know, it's not Carl, it's still such a nice little, you know, romance going on there, and I'm liking it. You know, I'm actually liking it so far. I think Henry's an interesting character. The actor is pretty good for him, and I'm looking forward to seeing this relationship, you know, grow. The ending of the episode I love. I really love. That's how you end an episode. That's a good cliffhanger for The Walking Dead. Like, that's a really good example of a good cliffhanger. And you know, the Whisperers walking in a straight line, that was creepy as hell. Let me say that first of all. You know, when Connie was seeing them through the bushes, like that, I like stuff like that. I feel like, you know, putting myself in her shoes, like imagine seeing that, you know, you're walking home and through some bushes, you see like a bunch of, you know, walkers in a way, just walking like that. It's just super creepy. And then Alpha's full reveal, we haven't seen her face, like, you know, completely bald or anything, and this is the first reveal we had, and man, she looks scary, but really good too. And again, seeing these moments come to life from the comics are so cool. You know, her coming to the gates and asking for her daughter, and man, I cannot wait for next week's episode. I really like this episode. I mean, it's definitely up there for me in this season. Like, I don't know how you guys feel about it. Let me know in the comments down below. But for some reason, I really dug this episode. I really like it. I am going to wrap it up there for the review, though. So, again, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below about the episode. I really did like it. I have my breakdown for the episode 11 trailer coming out soon also. And then we got sneak peeks and breakdowns and all that kind of stuff. You guys know how it goes here. If you're a fan of The Walking Dead, all I can say is hit that subscribe button and be kept up to date with all new information and, you know, reviews, breakdowns, all that kind of stuff. So again, hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you guys later.